So let's cultivate some ground. I think it's important to just recognise that sometimes, you know. Spring. Well, welcome back to the channel, and today we're drilling in the barley on the farm, which will be harvested later on this year, hopefully in August time. And I brought the John Deere out just as I did last year with a cultivator today to work down some of the ploughed land so that we can level it out and start to make a seed bed where Jeffrey, the farmer from next door, can come in and drill the spring barley. So that's today's objective, that's today's job. I've got the Deere, I put the packer back on, and with the packer, what it's going to do, it's going to work down the ploughed land. That's the purpose of the packer. That's why I've got that on today. So we've got the new points going into the ground, and I also changed the angle. We moved it back one hole, which I hope is going to make a big difference. So let's cultivate some ground. What to do is work down parts of the headlands. So I'm just going to put the new points in, see how they do. I need to set the packer's height up as well. If you could help me out and give this video a thumbs up, it would be much appreciated. Thank you for all of your comments in yesterday's video with the new attachments to bale spike. They are really going to come in handy, moving the round bales around on the farm. And there's Jeffrey just over there, drilling with the new Massey Ferguson he's got, the 200 horsepower Massey Ferguson 7720 I believe it is, and he's got the Amazon combination drill on the back. Alright, so we've just come back from Vicarage Field where we were. We're now onto, this is called Stack Yard Field. Most of it's working down pretty well. You can just see over there, that's a little bit more clumpy, so that's going to take a little bit more maybe working down, but I think it will be okay for the most part. Like I always say, it's light and sandy, which makes it really easy to work down. We're very lucky here in that it doesn't really take too much to get the land into good seedbed preparation. Okay, let me show you what sort of a job we're doing. So here we've got the ploughed land. This is the land, for those of you guys who aren't from farming, which has been turned over, and this is what's got to be worked down. And so these are the ups and downs, the straights, and then next door we're onto the headlands. This is where we are. These bits here are the headlands, and these are the straights, the ups and downs. But I'm going to come out of the headlands and just come into the field a bit here to get these bits done, going in that direction. Otherwise I'd have to cultivate the rest of the field, which has actually been worked down pretty nicely. So there's no need to cultivate the rest of the field, but I will just have to come in and tidy this lot up. So the soil's been turned over. That's why it's all clumpy. That's why it's just drying out at the moment, and it's starting to crack. It breaks up easily. But we just need a machine, to do basically what I'm doing with my hands, and to break these sort of little boulders down, which is what the Pottinger's doing. That's what the Pottinger's really good at. The Pottinger's got the front cultivators. The front cultivators smash them up. The discs then chop them up, as you can see is what's been going on here. And then the packer on the back then crushes them all down, and then we're left with this, which is much smaller boulders, and they will break down much better, a lot easier with Jeffrey's combination drill. And also, once this field is planted with the drill, we can then roll it, and when we roll it, we break down all of these little clods like this. They get broken down by the rollers, the ring rollers, so I'm not too worried about them. And having the packer on the back for working down ploughed land is a must. Finish off this part, which is called top field, and I hope you guys remember this field. This is the field where we had the sheep on, the turnips. We had also the bales just up in the top left corner there, top right hand corner, and yeah, it's certainly looking different. It's ploughed, it's been pressed. This is where the plough furrow is, so this is what I'm going to be working down. If you just have a look, and once we get the wheels into there, we'll be all right. It's looking nice. Jeffrey's done a good job with the ploughing here, and he's done a good job with the press too. Hey, I tell you what, things are looking up now. We've got spring, summer. It's nice when you see that sun. You get that vitamin D on you. Does you a lot of good, things like that, you know, vitamin D. I think here in the UK we suffer from a vitamin D deficiency, so I always take a little bit of vitamin D as a supplement, you know, just to top myself up, and that always helps. So you know, but do what feels right for you. But yeah, the sun is a very good thing, and like when we don't get enough of the sun's heat in the winter, yeah, it can cause a lot of negative effects on you, even though you don't realise it. So yeah, little bit of maybe advice from, just a little tip from what I've found in life. In the winter, always have a little bit of vitamin D. And vitamin C as well, try and top yourself up. The power of the sun, that's what we all forget on this planet. That big ball of fire in the sky is extremely powerful, and people and humans have evolved and developed to live on and from the land for centuries, for thousands of years, longer than we can ever fathom. And I think it's important to just recognise that sometimes, you know. There's maybe something else out there bigger than ourselves. Enjoy the nature's wonders, nature's delights. You know, it's a fruit basket. You know, the world is our fruit basket, and we've got to look after it. It'll give you everything. You just have to, you know, try to give back a little bit, and also have that understanding. You know, that we all live together on this planet. We're all together, and we all need to look after it. And it is a shame, you know, the way things are going nowadays. So I mean, yeah, glorious weather. I like going down to the beach sometimes, the seaside. There's just down at Southwold, and it's nice down there. You know, go take Clover out for a walk or something like that, and just take in the sea. You know, it's a force of nature. It's one of the most powerful forces in the world, and you know, I think we forget that sometimes. You know. And there's Cantley Sugar Beet Factory today, smoking away, producing the sugar for everyone in the nation over there. And I'm ending the day coming back to Vicarage, finishing off the headlands. And yeah, it's quite nice. Got a lot of birds around me, seagulls. They always turn up when it gets sunny. As long as they don't mess on the John Deere, that's I don't really mind. I don't mind the company, to be fair, you know. It's a lonely old life being a farmer, being involved in farming. So yeah, I do like seagulls, really, in a funny sort of way. And now I'm working down the other side of this field on this headland, and I've got to say it's a little bit rougher, this part, so I've just slowed the speed down on the tractor because I just want to go over it nice and steadily so that I get to do a good job of it, and I don't get thrown around the cab too much. Lovely job. And I will finish that off tomorrow. It's now about 5 o'clock, so it's nice, everything's going well. I do like this time of the year as well, which I forgot to say to you. Springtime is always my favourite time. Nice when everything starts to wake up again from winter, having been in hibernation. Pottinger's done well today. It's been a really good investment, and I've just started as well to shine up the points. I don't know if you guys can pick it up, but we've just taken the paint off today and shined them up a bit, and it makes a big difference having new points on. It really worked well today. And there we go, another lovely day over with on the farm. And tomorrow we'll get the rest of the cultivating finished off, and we'll also as well finish off the drilling, so all of the spring barley will then be planted. We've also as well got to plant the sugar beet, and the subject of today's video really has been working down the land and spring. You know, like I said, it's springtime now. The birds are starting to come out, nests are starting to be formed in hedgerows, the trees are going to start budding up soon, we're going to start seeing the daffodils and the snowdrops coming out, which is lovely. Leave a comment in the comment section down below if you've seen any signs of spring where you are, because I'd love to hear from you, and I'd love to build a community of people who enjoy seeing and taking in the sights and sounds that this time of the year has to offer. Thank you very much for watching today's video, and I will catch you on the next one.